To be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't feel comfortable making a video like this. To be honest with you, this is something that I should probably, just stay out of and all that. But the thing is that there's just been a lot of stuff that's been going on, and the thing is that, I was tossing and turning last night. I could not sleep to save my life. I eventually did get to sleep, but it took a while. And the thing is that, there's very few things in life that genuinely bother me to the core. And one of those sort of things is abuse. Should kind of go without saying, abuse is something that is never welcomed or excused in any situation. Whether you feel that person deserves it or not, there's never any reason or excuse or deserving of, going through any form of abuse, whether it be physical, emotional, verbal, sexual, etc. And to be honest with you, I've been thinking about this over the last few days, pretty much ever since when Felicity, aka Attack on Sylveon, had come out with her two videos talking about a very, very bad situation, and my heart goes out to her. I watched her video. I couldn't even comment because I was that deeply disturbed. Because here's the thing, and I don't want to make this about me. I really, really hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from. I've got a special needs sister. She's 15, right? I'm very protective of her, and the reason why I mention her is because of the fact that at the time that this incident took place, Felicity, aka Attack on Sylveon, was 15. So I think you guys can understand the connection there. So she came out with her two videos, and I gotta say, like I said, it was one of the hardest things that I watched, because she showed screenshots. She was visibly shaken. She was very upset. She was in tears. She was bawling, man. And that was one of the hardest things that I had ever watched. And I just want to say, Felicity, if you ever do see this video, I just want you to know that my heart goes out to you. I support you, and so does the community. We're here for you. This whole thing with asking, like preying on minors, just doing just really unspeakable things, like harassing them. Sending inappropriate photos, requesting inappropriate photos, all that stuff. Like, it's just like you guys know what the inappropriate photos here I'm talking about. I mean, there's just man. I apologize if I kind of jumble my words up a little bit here in this video, because even after having a few days to think about this shit, man, I mean, what the hell do you say? Seriously, what on earth do you say? Like, this is something that you can't script. This is something that you can't, write down and be like, oh, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. Nah. When it comes to videos like this, nah. I don't do that. I want to speak from the heart, and I want it to be as genuine as possible. The thing is, though, is that with something like this, it's very, very disturbing to me. Because the thing is that when you think about Pokemon, you think about a franchise that primarily involves children, right? There are children who watch and trust in Pokemon YouTubers, there's a lot of good names out there, but with what took place, right, with the PAX event, I'm normally not like a PAX person or all that stuff. I really don't follow that stuff. But we get on to what took place here, like, just very, very recently. I'm talking about, like, all of this came out yesterday. I woke up. It was like 8 at night my time. I woke up, and man, my Twitter page was completely flooded. It was flooded worse than a damn shipwreck, man. It was just flooded with a bunch of a bunch of people coming out, a bunch of people, you know, saying like that I really don't want to drop this name, but the King Nappy, what the fuck, man? Like, why? I just don't get it. I really don't get it, man. I mean, okay, a little bit of a I guess you could say a little bit of a reveal here. You guys know that I play a character on this channel, normally, for the purposes of entertainment and inspiration, Mega Crasher. And the thing is that one of my inspirations in the creation of my Mega Crasher character comes from the persona of King Nappy. Now, also, with that being said, there are also other influencing factors, as well as personal factors of mine that I've, you know, taken and created into this character, Mega Crasher. And the thing is, the King Nappy was one of those inspirations because, you know, I watched his content. The guy's, you know, just, the energy is unreal, you know? But who would have thought, you know, who would have thought that someone that I had looked up to was actually, you know, someone that exhibited behavior that is very much not welcome here. You know, I'm talking predatory behavior, you know. Like there's a lot of stuff going on right now. You know, there like people like the Heat and Mo, you know, came out with a video. People like Game Boy Luke came out with a ton of tweets. Especially, and I do say especially very loosely because I don't want this to sound like that, you know, everyone else is less important than this person here. But what deeply disturbed me the most was what Callum had revealed. Callum, aka Hoodlum Scrafty, or Hoodlum Callum as he now goes by. Apparently, when he was 16, he was preyed upon by a 21-year-old King Nappy. You know, the thing is that again, you know, we go back to the whole predatory behavior. You know, the whole thing with Attack on Sylveon and Decoder. You know, and now we have this with from the King Nappy, who is a much bigger YouTuber. Like, we're talking someone with over 520,000 people subscribed. Like that's a very scary number of people to have as subscribers, especially when you have done this kind of behavior and you have, you know, a history of this. Like, it's a history that, you know, wasn't apparent, that didn't come out until just recently. And honestly, I just don't get it. I just really don't get it, man. I'm at a loss for words. I'm shaking right now, actually, because it's just like, it's very hard for me to talk about this. You know, like, I really was just like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, this has gotta be a nightmare. Like, I was like, okay, if I pinch myself, I slap myself, I wake up, it'll all be over. This right here is just like a very sick joke, you know, a very sick nightmare. And funny enough, you know, today's April Fool's. I mean, it's normally around this time that people like to pull off, you know, pranks and all that stuff. I was thinking, man, this had better be some elaborate April Fool's joke. Otherwise, this right here, we got ourselves a big fucking problem. And I mean, a huge problem. And, you know, here's the thing, is that another reason why I didn't want to make this video is because I didn't want it to be, I didn't want you guys to see it as me trying to take advantage of a situation, you know, profit off it. Believe me when I say, you ain't gonna see a scrap of ads here on this video. Because you can't, when it comes to things like this, when it comes to serious videos, when you're talking about this, when you're talking about things like sexual abuse, you know, mental abuse, you know, predatory behavior, things like that. They're like, it's just, what the fuck, man? I apologize, guys. I'm kind of trying real hard to, you know, maintain my composure, but there's a lot of emotions that's going on right now, man. The thing is that, I didn't want to make this video because I didn't want it to be seen as anyone, I didn't want anyone to see this as me trying to take advantage of a situation, you know, talking about a popular situation, because believe me, I didn't want to make a video like this, but my heart told me, you know, you should speak your mind, and that's what I'm doing. But if you are going to be making videos like this, if you're going to be talking about things like this, don't monetize it. Really, like, you're making ad revenue, you're making money off of other people's misery, off of other people's pain. And that kind of leads me to one final thing that I got to say and talk about here in this video. God, you know what? This person has done a lot of stupid shit in the past. You know, he's said a lot of things in the past. But honestly, man, this tops the line. This tops everything that he has said, everything that he has done. Because what we got going on right here, going to post a couple screenshots. We have R Alissa Phi making a video on this. And I watched his video, you know, before jumping to conclusions, before jumping on, you know, the hate wagon and all that stuff. I wanted to hear this kid out. I wanted to see what he had to say. As much as I don't like him, I wanted to see what he had to say. See if for once, if he was going to do the right thing, if he was going to offer support. But here's the thing, is that there was a total of 5 ads in that video. So, you know, it's a near 24-minute video. That's the first big no-no. The first big no-no. And the second thing that really bothered me is that he made the video more about him. He made the video more about him. And instead of you know, actually offering to support Callum and all the other YouTubers that he mentioned that was involved in this situation, he attacked them. He basically was saying that, oh, you know, like, everyone is at fault somehow. How can you say that? How the fuck can you say that, man? How can you say that? Like, how can you blame the victims here? How can you say that they're you know, at fault too in some way? And also, how can you like just say some of the stuff that you said in that video and attack Callum? You know, like you say that he made that video you know, a problem within the Pokemon community based on one disagreement or one conversation or whatever, when really that video showcased a hell of a lot more than just one thing, bud. Showcased a hell of a lot more than just one thing. And that was something that happened in 2016. You know? Get over it. Seriously, get the fuck over it, man. And furthermore, like, instead of you know, doing the right thing for once in your life, Tony, you could have done the right thing. You could have actually showed that there was a scrap of decency within you. But instead, you made the video about yourself. You used past incidents to bash down these people, you know, calling them toxic, you know, blaming them, like victim blaming them. Like, this is serious shit, dude. This is serious. Like, we're talking about sexual assault. We're talking about, you know, like emotional abuse. Like, I shouldn't say sexual assault, sexual abuse, and like, you know, emotional abuse, mental abuse, all that stuff, because the thing is, like, we're talking about, you know, relationships and stuff like that. We're talking about being coerced, being blackmailed, being, you know, like, we're just talking about all these things that does not have a place in this community. And you want to blame the victims? You really want to blame the victims? Wow. Honestly, fucking wow, man. Seriously, all you people right now that are watching this video, and before you know, click the dislike button, whatever, saying that I'm a hater or anything like that, open your eyes. Open your eyes and actually, for once, think for yourself. You know, don't let anyone else manipulate you into thinking in a way that may not result in the correct action, that may not result in what is actually correct. Okay? Think for yourself. That's what I'm doing. I'm speaking out against this behavior. And this is coming from someone that looked up to and idolized the King Nappy. And then we have this. And not to mention also we got R Alissa Phi profiting off of other people's pain. We got him, profiting off of the sexual and mental abuse that is going on in the community. Like, what? I just don't get it. I just really and truly don't get it, man. Like, is there truly no low that this man's willing to stoop to? But I will say, I want to end things off here on a very good note, because with all of what's going on right now, the fact is that the community has unified and come together to out this bad behavior, to out this really egregious, really bad stuff that is going on. And I'm just really shocked that something like this, has happened. Because again, it's like you don't expect this. You don't expect things like this to happen, but it does. Not everyone is who they seem. You got to keep one eye. You got to keep one eye open at all times. You got to keep a lookout for yourself, and you got to make it so that you are looking out for yourself, and also, don't take everything that takes place at face value. You got to have that ability to be able to defend yourself. You got to have that ability to be able to see through the facades of others, and to be able to, just do what you got to do. I'm still at a loss for words. I'm trying really hard and really struggling to say what needs to be said, because again, this stuff is very difficult. I feel like that I had a part of me ripped out, because it's like, again, I looked up to the King Nappy, and we have this, honestly. Now, with that, there's two sides to every situation. Actually, no. My friend Gordon, who I went to cop college with, he told me, and this actually stands true, there's always three sides to every conflict. There's your side, there's their side, and then there's the truth. So I'm on the truth side. I want to have this. I want the truth to be out there. I want it to keep being out there. And to all you people out there that have been super brave to come forward, just know that I offer and I give you my support. I give you my heartfelt support. And I just want you guys to know that you are brave, and I want you guys to know that that you guys are absolutely, within 100% right, just like all of us, to be in a safe space. You guys deserve to be in a community with no harassment, no predatory behavior. Like you guys are absolutely brave, and I salute you. So with that said, that's going to be it here for this video. I apologize for this being almost 20 minutes long, but there won't be any ads that you're going to be seeing here on this video. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, my apologies. My apologies for this video even coming out, because I know this isn't something that y'all want to see. But this is something that that kind of hits home, because as I've stated earlier in this video, this is the kind of stuff that's not welcome here in the community, and I also have a lot of young fans as well, and I would hope and pray that they are also feeling safe in this community as well, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on here and now that's being outed that shows that this community isn't safe. It's a good community, but not everyone and not everything is what it seems. You have to be careful. You need to be careful, okay? Like, this is I guess you could say that this is the overprotective older brother kind of coming out in me and all that stuff. I'm overprotective of my sister, and I'm overprotective for you guys. So please, 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 please watch who you talk to. Please watch what you do, and make sure that you do the best you can to avoid anyone who has exhibited, any sort of questionable or predatory behavior. And if you guys have ever had any bad experiences, you need to come out, and you need to come out now. No time like the present, and better late than never. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for watching, and have yourself a good day. So I'll see you guys in the next upload. Again, I apologize for a video like this, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Have a good day.